Brace for impact! Phantom, directed by Todd Robinson, who directed Lonely Hearts and Angel Fire, movies never saw before, and now he's directed this one, starring Ed Harris as Captain Demi and David Duchovny as Bruni. First mate Alex, played by William Fichtner. Captain Demi's superior is Markov, played by Lance Henriksen, who really only has one scene in the movie. And from the TV series Monk, Disher, playing J.C. Gray Stanford, playing Sasha, one of the naval officers. This is a Soviet submarine, so we got Americans playing Russian characters. Oh man, I find this so annoying. Why couldn't we get some Russian actors? Yes, Ed Harris and David Duchovny are great actors, but this is so weird. It really takes me out of it when I see Americans playing Russian characters. It really got me confused when I was watching this movie, to hear them talking about Americans as foreigners when I know these actors are American. That was just so weird. So let's get to the plot. Ed Harris is Captain Demi. He's a captain on a submarine going on his last mission with his crew. And we got this Soviet weapons tech officer named Bruni who comes along on the boat. Classified mission, played by David Duchovny. And he brings along this classified equipment called the Phantom. The Phantom is a device that makes submarines invisible to sonar. And he takes over the ship and wants to use it for, let's just say, some bad things. And I don't want to give away the entire plot here. The first 20 minutes of this movie is pretty boring. It doesn't really get really suspenseful until like the middle of the movie. And Captain Demi is haunted by a bad past from a previous mission, which didn't seem to be all that important to this movie. William Fichtner was great as well. Jason Gray Stanford was very good in the movie. The whole cast was pretty good. The pacing was pretty slow, and it didn't really feel like much was happening in this movie. Although I did enjoy this movie more than The Last Exorcism, but I still consider this movie a rental. I mean, watching this movie, I can kind of like feel claustrophobic if I was on a submarine, and I visited submarines in the past when I was young. There was this one submarine in Massachusetts that's been turned into a museum. I forget the name of the submarine, but it's a pretty cool submarine to visit. But honestly, I mean, this movie's pretty good, but it can get boring sometimes. So I'm gonna give this movie pretty much the same rating as The Last Exorcism, 7.5. But I did enjoy this movie a little bit more than The Last Exorcism movie. And that's all I gotta say about Phantom.